Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Black Book. Last time, stuff happened. So, we went off into the woods, and we dealt with demons and stuff on the way to go, and actually met some friends that we hadn't spoken to in a while at a bonfire, as we were heading out into the woods to find the fern flower, which is this magical flower we were looking for that was supposed to rake the next seal, which it did. I'll explain why the black book is currently unavailable in a moment. But we broke the sixth seal, and then we were chased out of the woods by demons, and they just kept coming. And eventually we made it out into the fields outside the woods, but this huge tornado thing was chasing us down. And we managed to beat it, but not before it hit us and wiped us out and knocked us out. Wiped us down. Ugh. It knocked us out after sending us flying to the ground, I guess. Words are hard. But, eventually we came to, in a dungeon, speaking to Alexander. So, the book's been stolen, and we're locked up now. Wait, we actually have Proshka, Voipel, and Karnish with us. So how are we actually locked up in here? He put a lock on the door and then a Koldoon trap. But I don't feel like either of those should actually be able to stop us. And I'm assuming it's not going to stop us for long if it does. But, yeah, Alexander has the book and gave it to Spinner, and they're both waiting for us somewheres upstairs, and we have to go and get it back. But before we do, he was nice enough to leave us with our demons, so might as well go through all this, and drop go, and you're on drop go. You're on Draco. You're on drop, no, you're in drop go. Yeah. I get their names mixed up. Some of them are very similar names. And Draco, Karovin, and the painting demon. That's all of them. I suppose we should immediately just jump into trying to get out of here, shall we? Set off. Carnish, why not? Prison. Main task, break free. Alexander and the Spinner have imprisoned you and have taken your book. You need to free yourself and recover your artifacts. Alexander thinks he can hold me here with locks and sorcery. He should have known better. Off we go. Not going forward. Okay, I see the magic on the door. Can't actually interact with our pester from here. Anything at all in the jail cell, or is it just the door? Looks like it's just the door.
Iron bars, slimy from the dampness of the cellar, block your path. You try to open the door, but it's locked.
Fern flower or go back? Looking like we're going to have to use the fern flower. There's literally nothing else to do, so... Oh yeah, we also learned... Hold on. We also learned I could do this last time. I never tried WASD before, and just decided I'd give it a try, and I just started doing this. No more point and click walking around.
Iron bars,
Anyways, fern flower.
Block your path. Your palm still remembers the piercing pain of the monastery needle, and you feel as if the flower is throbbing inside your hand. You touch the lock, and it falls open with a quiet click.
Oh, that's what happened last time. We literally put the flower inside our hand. Okay. Sure, why not? There was weird stuff with the phoenix coming out of it. I still don't even really understand what happened.
You open the door, but can't take a step. Alexander's barrier of sorcery still remains.
How to break this? Door. Oh, we can actually deal with this stuff now. Herbs. Mushrooms. Rotten mushroom. Waste 7 on myself. Why would I ever do that? Bench. Buckets. Oven
There's a small
fork.
hole in the bench, and that's it. No needle, nothing. There's a small hole in the
Okay.
bench, and there's nothing inside the bucket. I hope I can get out of here quickly. There's nothing inside the bucket.
Oven fork.
An uchwat is standing with its prongs turned upward.
A long wooden stick with metal prongs on one end for removing clay utensils from the stove. Okay,
I
makes
sense
sense.
some evil power from this thing. An uchwat is standing with its prongs turned upward.
Crack. Not the time to walk
There's
into a
some kind
wall.
of crack in the wall, and there's a bit of hay inside. Some hay, and that's it. Nothing else.
Demons?
This is my betrothed. Chort seems to want some work again. This is my betrothed.
I mean, I'd sent them out on jobs already, but if someone was staying behind and wanted to help us escape, that would be nice. Door.
Well, I've no time to waste in his dungeons. I have to break the Zagavor. Or should I look some more for that enchanted item?
Go back. What enchanted item?
I sense some evil power from this. An uchwat is standing with its prongs turned upward.
What was it talking about there? Where am I? There you are. What enchanted item is it talking
Some
about?
kind of crack in the wall. Some hay.
Nothing
That's
else
it.
hiding in
Nothing
there.
else.
We already
This is my
checked the
betrothed.
demons.
Chort seems to want some work again.
I don't know. There's
No
something
needle, nothing.
magical going on with the oven fork over there, but we can't actually get to it yet. So I'm not sure what
I
it.
sense some evil power from this thing. Well, or should I look some more for that enchanted
Break the
item?
Zagaver.
I can rely only on myself. A simple Zagaver won't be enough to hold me. There's some item here that he put the Zagaver on. Very well. Where's the source of Alexander's sorcery?
Okay, that's what it meant. Oven fork.
Yes, the fork is enchanted. It is set by the door with the prongs facing upward for a reason.
I mean, it's very far away. How are we going to actually mess with it from here?
I can't reach.
Here you are. Here.
Carnish, you found us.
Carnish!
You thought that I'd leave you in a cage, even though you help everyone in my forest?
Thank you for finding me, friend.
I'm not that kind of a raven. I'm not. Not.
Your companion drops the oven fork, and the magical barrier collapses in an instant. You thank your savior and prepare to continue along your way.
Thank you, friend. Let's go. On to the passage. This basement sure has a low ceiling. Still, it's roomier than any gall bats I've ever been in. I'm assuming we're gonna get to go to these rooms. They're probably there on the map for a
low-vaulted
reason.
hall leads into the depths of the mansion. It's hard to see in the murky twilight of the cellar, and you freeze in place when you hear a loud hiss ahead. There is something stirring in the dark.
Let's try sneaking past, I guess.
You try to blend with the wall while moving forward. Soon you see a tangle of chorts that your cautious captor left to guard you, along with locks and zagavers. You hold your breath and slip by.
What would have happened if we tried to attack, actually? Now I'm curious. Am I curious enough to reload? You know what? For science, this should have been... They should go back to the start of...
hall leads into the depths of
Out
the
of
mansion.
curiosity, I
It's
don't
hard to
have
see
the
in the murky
black
twilight
book,
of the
so I
cellar.
don't have any
As you
attacking stuff.
freeze
What
in
happens when I
place,
do
you hear
attack?
It seems Alexander did not trust your safety solely to locks and zagavers, so he left some demonic guards as well. You frantically try to remember some zagavers to finish them off quickly. They mustn't warn their master.
Fight! Horned guards. Oh, it becomes a battle puzzle. That makes sense. Interesting. We're very weak right now. How do I want to do this? We don't have like the full length of our black book, so we have to do this because it's all we have. That makes sense. If I kill a you and then Parapolo, you die. Then I have 3 extra damage there. That's not enough. Huh. How am I gonna do this? I think I can max you out at 7. Or no, I'll only max you out at 6. If I do Ria there, you're all dead when I play another card. I don't know. I think I have to kill a Parapolo, Kitang, Ruda. That's only 6 to you. That's not enough. How to do this? This is somewhat troubling. I don't know how to get any more damage out of this. I mean, I can Keton you instead. And then Gria you. That exactly kills the one on the left, but it doesn't get any more extra damage for the one on the right. Huh, and I don't have Carnage here for the boost. How would I actually do this? I don't see a way out of this fight. So 2 on the first one, then an extra 4 on the second one, so that's 6. It doesn't die. Huh. And there's absolutely no shot I survive the turn. They both have to die right here. Parapolo Killa. Unless I kill you. I need to do 5 to you and 2 to you. Actually, I only need to do 1 to you. That's enough to kill you. Actually, no. I can Keton you. Ruda you. That's 6 to the one on the left. It doesn't die. There's... Huh? How on earth am I supposed to do any extra damage here? Pierce 2. Amplifies its attack by 2 after each use of pages of the same name. Am I wrong? Am I not just maxed out on damage I can do this turn? Like, that's 10. That kills the one on the left. This one's left with 5. I can only do a total of 16 damage, can I? I don't think there's a way I can get any more. Because Gria is only useful if I use both, but Killa and Parapolo are just better in comparison. Ketung's a definite, and Coldoon Fiend is just... Oh, hold on. I forgot Coldoon Fiend was well-versed. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot that card was well-versed. I just never clicked. Okay, never mind. We were right there the entire time. I was just being a goof. Ketung, Coldoon Fiend. There we go. What have we got? Gesture Immediate. Learn the next 3 pages and discard any number of them. Take 1 page. Interesting. Free Immediate. So what is that? Basically, look at the top 3, discard as many as you want, and then draw an extra page. Interesting. That could be pretty good. Take a current maximum of pages. Take is draw, I think. So just draw. Gesture Immediate. These pages look like they might be interesting. We'll take Pos Motril. Ooh, new level. Not that we can currently use it, because we don't have the black book. But, level 18. Next level is the only other one I really care about. Sure, I'll draw an extra key each turn. I suppose that's fine. And then I suppose we'll get Help of Saints 3 on 19, and then we really just don't care about, level ups anymore. Anyway, there's finally through that battle. It took us a little bit. Wine cellar. And noblemen keep their wine reserves in these sorts of rooms. You could open a pothouse with all of this.
A cloud of dust swarms out of old barrels from the wine cellar. Neither man nor evil spirit has set foot here for a long time.
Let's look around.
Barrels bear inscriptions in an unfamiliar tongue. You absent-mindedly examine one vessel after another, when you finally notice one strange lone bottle on the table. Coming closer, you see some strange Khaldun symbols on its label.
I want it. Take the bottle. Witching bottle? Hetero drank the entire bottle by himself, leaving nothing for others. Chance that herbs don't disappear after use, 40%. Interesting. Kind of. We're probably not going to use it, but it could be situationally useful. Storage. This is a kind of golbet. Perhaps I could find something useful here.
It seems that only the ever-present mold remembers this pantry. The mold grows strongly in the presence of evil spirits, and has spread its dimly glowing bushes through all of the reserves of the mansion's owner. A couple of susiedkas are hiding in the corner, their eyes gleaming with frightened embers.
Hello, friends.
Don't eat us, witch!
Wait, that's not our goal.
We have nothing! Nothing! Only mold!
Don't worry, friends. We just want to leave.
This chud is quite intimidated by someone.
I'm wondering who. Could it be Alexander and the Spinner, perhaps?
Calm down. I won't eat you. Yet.
Just adding the yet for intimidation factor.
Why are you so scared?
Oh, whew. I thought one of Alexander's demons grew to our place. It's scary in the mansion these days. The stronger our master gets, the more demons flock here.
I see.
Some are quite evil. They can gobble you up for good. Now, I understand my godfather that ran away from his Khaldun master.
Okay, so you're Alexander Susedkos, and you're not a fan of his new demon friends. I suppose that makes sense.
We can't manage with our Khaldun. No one even knows if he is the one.
Alexander.
Tell me about your master.
There's nothing to tell. He was a good man, and his parents were fine people.
Okay.
That is, before they start learning black magic.
Okay, so they were just like normal, wealthy, noble people, and then, they learned the occult, and it went poorly for everyone involved.
We've been in hiding since then. For how long? Half a century is my guess.
Oh, you've been on here for a while.
He's a good guy, tries to help people. He wants to do good, but it's turned out as it usually does.
No one knows. How does no one know that he's a Khaldun, I'm assuming?
Khaldunan's secret?
Well, everyone sees you as a witch and respect you as one. Our Alex tries to conceal his gift.
I suppose that makes sense considering we didn't realize he was a Khaldun at first.
Such is the way of secret sorcerers.
New encyclopedia page, Covert Khalduns. There is a notable difference between professional and covert Khalduns. Professional Khalduns stand side by side with other peasant artisans, blacksmiths, and millers. Their power is passed on to their next of kin. They have their own secret language to use dark spells, and more often than not, they use everyday, mundane knowledge regarding the nature of man and beast. Khalduns were feared and were able to make a living with their skills. Russian Kolduns always knew how to blend in with regular people, but peasants could still recognize them by a number of features. In Tula Gubernia, they were believed to cast a double shadow. In Serotov Uyezd, if you talked to yourself, you were believed to be a Koldun conversing with evil spirits. I'm a Koldun then. In Sherdin, a Koldun could be discovered if one looked at him through his legs while bending forward. In this way, the Koldun's horns were revealed. When inside a church, a Koldun always stands with his back to altar. If a Koldun dies before his time, he continues to perform magic, but returns as a werewolf or a dead man, but keeps his helpers. Okay, so that's the Outretniks we've seen before. Okay, interesting. Well, goodbye, my Susedko friend.
Well, maybe I'll manage to scare off some of the demons. You'll have an easier life than I'd imagine.
Whoa! Thanks! We didn't expect any help, if I may be frank.
Don't worry, we want to beat up your boss, so...
Here we go. Some more free supplies for you, Johnny.
Thank you, friend. Swipe. Untouchable. Positive statuses can't be removed. We saw that before. The human hand, that's the one we just saw and we're interested in. Take that one. Old warehouse, it's the last place to go. Aha, here's the basement exit. We're gonna get a Bilichka.
Your gloomy thoughts are fueled by thick shadows around you. Before the darkness engulfs you entirely, you see a flicker of a candle near the staircase, and you rush towards it.
Yay, lights! Oh, here we go. It's a giant duck! I don't like its
You
teeth.
step back from the toothy swan. Time is short, and you have to decide what to do next.
Talk. We always try to talk to demons.
I am quite impressed. No book, yet you managed to defeat the Lock, the Zagover, and even the demons.
You're less cute right here.
Oh, magnifique.
Okay. Also, random French swan in the middle of Russia. Okay.
Please excuse the French that I've acquired while serving Mon Sorcier.
Okay, that... Fair enough. Okay. Are you listening to real life me?
This is an old spirit, very old.
Mon Dieu! Vorsa has new offspring again! What should you make of these leshies? They're everywhere and out of control, it would seem.
Okay. They're ancient, as old as Vorsa even. Interesting.
Enough of that. First, let me tell you, Vasilisa, enchanté de faire votre connaissance.
I know what that means, but I know I should know what that means, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Enchanté de faire votre connaissance. That one's gonna eat at me. 1 second. Okay. Looked it up. Google Translate was a bit weird on actually giving me what it would actually properly translate to. It gave me something close, but not quite what I think it actually properly means. Because definitely remember seeing this before. Happy to make your acquaintance, basically. And probably could have guessed that. I knew I should have known what that was, because I've definitely seen it before.
And let me tell you that I am immune to your Zagavors.
Okay.
Charmant.
Charming.
You won't scare me with your fancy magic words. You'd better let me pass, you demon.
Of French's magic words, apparently.
Mais non, I can't do this. A direct order from Alexandre.
Okay.
But as I said, I am impressed. He said to me, "Don't let Vasilisa pass. She has no powers left."
I love your Alexander impression.
I think there is a small loophole there, n'est-ce pas?
There's a small loophole there, is there not?
I'm quite capable even without the book, as you see.
Right, vraiment? Quite so, quite so. But I would like to see that for myself.
Okay, are you challenging us?
How about a duel in our language of nowheres? Avec la langue de sorcier.
A duel with the language of sorcerers? Interesting.
But be ready. One mistake and your soul is mine.
Sun tone change. Can you tell me more about yourself? I'll have this duel with you, but can you tell me more about yourself?
I see that you're no ordinary Shishiga.
A female swamp creature, also called Lishinka, similar to Leishi.
What's true is true. Oh, I am as old as some of your friends.
He's older than Borsa.
Okay, that means you're very old.
Ah, quel joli oiseau. We are the same age to be exact.
Happy... Not familiar with that word at all. Okay, interesting.
But it is true. I used to be the patron of ancient tribes. And now I guide the neophytes to the wonderful world of witchcraft.
New Belichka. I'm not going to look up all these French words I don't recognize, but I know some of them at least. Sharp-toothed swan. It is said that to obtain his power, a Koldun must crawl through the mouth of a capercaillie, a pike or sharp-toothed swan. Only then does he get his own chorts. However, it is not he who orders them around, but vice versa. To prevent that, a Koldun sends them to do meaningless tasks. To twist sand into ropes, to scoop out a lake with spoons, or to count leaves on an aspen tree. Since Judas hung himself on an aspen tree, it is considered to be the tree of the doomed. As Torts count its leaves, the trees quiver so that they lose count. Interesting.
How should I call you, Toothy Swan?
Oh, I've had quite a lot of names. But now I prefer to be called Pierre.
Okay, Pierre. Really laying on the French stereotype right there, huh?
Pierre?
Oh, but let me be whoever I want. Quelle vie?
Okay, Pierre. Alexander.
How long have you known Alexander?
Since he climbed through my moor, and that was a day of nightly wonders.
Okay.
Quel mystère de la magie.
Mysteries of magic.
He's a good fellow, mon camarade, but he gave me strange tasks. To plow a field, to cut down some trees.
So, what's Igor's been doing with his shorts?
And he's never happy with my results. But that is the nature de le diable. We spoil and curse, but we can't create.
Okay, the nature of demons.
But hell is full of rumors. They say that the book is in the spinner's hands, and that she wants to exterminate all charts.
Good thing we're gonna be getting the book back then, and that's not our goal.
What do you mean? I thought she wanted to tame them for useful work.
Imagine that.
A duel? Fine, very well then, we'll have a duel with you.
What is this language of the knowers that you're talking about?
Oh, magnifique, magnifique. This will be an excellent fight. It's better if you tell me. What is it that you call the language of knowers?
What does this toothed swan meant by language of the knowers?
Riddles? I don't think it's French. I doubt it's Comi-Permian. Song couplets, I don't think. I want to say it's riddles, because those have popped up multiple times throughout the thing. But if I'm wrong, I don't want to get this wrong. It's going to be an important one, and I don't care about... I've been using these a lot, because I don't really care about the experience malice there, and I want to make sure I get the answer right, but I think it's riddles. That's not one of the foreign languages, that's for sure.
Only the ones with knowledge can guess
Yeah.
riddles. And who knows a lot of riddles?
Okay, riddles. I thought so. I was not 100% sure, though.
Is is the knower himself.
Très bien. But that was but a warm-up. Let's get down to business.
A riddle duel to test our knowledge as a knower, I suppose. I'm fine with this.
You have to guess 3 riddles. No doubt you're quite capable, even without a book. Et puis, your way is clear.
Okay, Pierre.
Well, you've spent quite some time with this item. Its spine is stiff, its body black, always ready to break your foe's back.
Its spine is stiff, its body black. Always ready to break your foe's back. I've spent a lot of time with this item.
It's the black book. That one's easy.
That's my book!
That one was just straightforward. Just like, yeah, you're talking about the black book.
These are the riddles of an ancient demon? I've heard the likes of these at evening parties.
Just taunt it, why don't you? Okay.
Pas mal? If you already know this one, let me give you another one that's fresh. A swan is swimming, but doesn't fly, and lets smoke rise to the sky.
Swan is swimming but doesn't fly. Let smoke rise to the
Swan
sky.
is swimming, but doesn't fly, and let smoke rise to the sky.
A steamboat? I think it's a steamship.
I know this one.
Yeah.
A self-propelling boat called a steamship.
Like Steamboat Willie. That's my... Whenever I think of a steamboat, I always think of Steamboat Willie, which is the old, like, pre-Mickey cartoon, basically.
Magnifique! Well, I am hopeful still.
One more.
See, I love riddles with swans in them.
Couldn't tell.
I'm not surprised.
Alors, your final answer will be known to you, a young mortal, but not to us, the spirits of the nature.
Okay.
A white swan, never cut or with a blade hewn, but it was by everyone consumed.
A white swan eaten by everyone but never cut.
A white swan was never cut or with a knife hewn, but it was by everyone consumed.
Salts would be my immediate guess. But you don't... Well, does everyone consume salt? Probably not. I mean, breastfeeding? This one... I'm gonna use the hint on this one. I can see it being 2 or 4. See, everyone consumes it. Not everyone eats salt. But during this time, obviously, they didn't have formula or anything, so everyone would have been breastfed. I'm gonna use a hint. This one's very much less sure. What is not known to the spirits of nature? I have no idea. A white swan was never cut or with a knife hewn, but it was by everyone consumed. Game animals out of the question. Insults. I don't know. This one's so vague that it might be accurate. Insult might be the answer, but I don't understand how. I think demons understand insults. I think we've seen that happen before. Spirits of nature. We've... Well, I definitely knew about salt, so it's not that. Breasts?
Every mortal knows a mother's breast, but not you, spirits.
Okay. Okay. Sure, I understand. Insults made no sense, and that's the reason I went with that one.
Je suis impressionné. I am impressed. Well then, I dare not detain you any longer, oh beautiful Vasilisa.
Thank you, Pierre.
C'est un honneur. I'm sure you'll get your artifact back.
It has been an honor. Thank you, Pierre. Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but we are going to go beat up your master, so... Bye, Pierre! I like the
cellar
giant
door is
swan.
locked tight. You turn your gaze to the palm of your hand where the flower was sown. Concentrating your power on your palm, you reach for the door, but suddenly realize that your hand is invisible. Your companion smiles condescendingly. Such a trick can fool a mortal, but not an evil spirit.
Carnisari and his was like, haha. Okay, now we're here. Entrance room. That's one beautiful inner porch. I could get used to this. Get back the herbs and artifacts. Alexander took my book along with all my property. I'll get my book from the spinner later, but right now I'll get back what's mine. I mean, they said they took all of our items and herbs, but we very clearly have them right here. Anyways,